I'm standing with Jose Posadas, who has been a part of the creation of the Raza Historical Society since it was a dream. In 2015, we held a meeting at San Jose State to talk about beginning an Eccentrico magazine project and to begin to talk to the community about their history. And Jose Posadas was at the first meeting in 2015. He's now a member of the board. So I'd like to ask Jose to tell us a little bit about his memories of what we've done to get to where we are today.
I think one of the memories that I had at the beginning was how excited people were that we even convened together. Because everybody, I believe, at that meeting understood the importance of getting together, of preserving our history, and building something for the future, for the younger generation. Many years later, here we are at the 2nd Annual La Raza Awards. So everything that we've done from the beginning has culminated into this, and we look forward to doing this many more years, because it's important never to forget our past, to celebrate our local heroes, and continue with the younger generation, instructing them of who we were, what we did, and prepare them for their own future.
In the 1970s, when I came to San Jose State, we used to go back to Bakersfield, California, and look for country girls to come to the university. One of the people who came to San Jose and made this city better is Maria Fuentes. And Maria came from Bakersfield. Maria served as a health professional during all her career, and she's been on the San Jose Evergreen Community College board for almost 20 years. So I'd like to ask Maria to tell us a little bit about her story that new generations should know.
The new generation needs to know that they need to continue our history. They need to just do whatever they can to pick up where we are now as a community, find out what are the most important issues, the biggest problems, and we have a lot of them, and just tackle them, because that's what we did, you know? When Dr. Ramon Martinez was a student, he knew that we needed more students to come to San Jose State to enter the EOP program. So he went to Bakersfield, and there's some of us who are here still, and we got a good education, and we have used our education to help our community. So just like then, there are issues today. I mean, we don't have to even go look very far to see that many of in our community are still struggling. Some of them are homeless. Some of them end up in the juvenile justice system or the criminal justice system, have health problems. There's a lot to be done. And I would say to the new generation, just look around. And every time you see something that you can do, step up and do your part. Help. And know, just make sure you know that you can do it, that you can really do it. You can make a difference in our community. Sí se puede. You can. And I wish you the best.
I'm here with Lily and Rudy Tennis, and they're longtime residents of San Jose. Look for the video on YouTube about Rudy and Lily Tennis to find out about what it was like to be Latino in San Jose in the 1950s. Lily, tell us a little bit about growing up in San Jose?
Oh, well, I got here when I was 3 years old. But you know, the one that, the honoree that I really was anxious to see again is Jose Carrasco. Because I worked with him at PAC, People Acting in Community Together. We were sort of the founders, and we used to meet a lot and everything. I always wondered where he went. I didn't know he moved to Washington. So it's been really nice to see him. I think we haven't seen each other for about 40 years. So it was really nice. Yeah.
Rudy, you were a businessman in the 1960s in San Jose. You were in the jewelry business, as I recall. Which of the honorees tonight do you have a few words to say about?
Oh, there's so many leaders, you know, that is really amazing.
The six people were honoring. Tell me about any one of them.
Well, one of the special ones to me is Carrasco, Sasmeta, Blanca Alvarado, and there's quite a few. They are all very wonderful people, great leaders.
Have a glass of water. The drought.
And I want them to verify that their sign is behind the podium since the first second we started.
It's been observed now.
The sign guy went north and we went south, and I finally caught up with him.
You got it done, though.
But don't worry, we're gonna take a group picture over there.
That would be
Anyway,
awesome.
good seeing you guys. And again, thank everybody for your support.
Always.
Just do what Ramon says.
Yes. And
Good done.
I worked with Mike Potter when I was just a young child, trying to understand politics. With
still
Joe
try.
Cotto at Joe Cotto's office. We had a lot of fun. Good seeing you. What did you say? Who you are?
My name is Stephanie. Stephanie with Supervisor Arenas' office.
Okay.
Mike Potter with Valley Water.
Cindy Chavez, member of the Board of Supervisors. Michelle Pelayo Osorio from Supervisor Lee's office.
Say it again. I couldn't hear.
Michelle Pelayo Osorio from Supervisor Lee's
Oh,
office.
okay. We're speaking to Dr. Antonio Carrasco. Yeah, so I tell him, now what I do is I live a few blocks from Victor Garza. So he calls me up and says, get me out of here.
I remember living around the corner from you, Victor, down on Nice Bridge, and I used to get kicked out of both your houses. Get out of here! Probably got some lawn to mow somewhere. So no, it's very good. Thank you for having us here, and it's a wonderful time, and it's very good to see you.
And I hope your dad's having a good time.
He's having a great time and enjoying connecting with all these people, great people again.
Half the room, when we started talking about who to remember, who to think about, Carrasco, they were right there. I said, well, we'll be lucky to get him here, because he's like me, he kind of hides behind the cameras. But I'm glad.
I remember a long time ago, I went to an action with them in Oakland. And I thought, I was in high school, I thought, oh yeah, we're gonna be on TV, Dad. And he goes, no, dummy, nobody knows who I am, I'm the organizer. I'm like, what? So you did all this and we don't even get to be on TV? He goes, no, nobody knows who I am.
Exactly.
And that's exactly the way I like it. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Puppet master.
I got better
pulling
things.
all the strings.
Well, I'm saying I got better things to do. Collect stories.
Yes, yes. One of these days, if I was smart, I would have done it 20 years ago. Made him sit down and tell me all the stuff that he used to tell me, but tell me in succession. Because I have bits and pieces all over, like my sisters and like a lot of other people, and because he never liked to talk about himself, things that he did. It was all about what somebody else was doing. And how do we, the goal was to truly to bring people up the ladders, right? That's right. And but this is fantastic. So he's enjoying himself, enjoying seeing all these old friends and colleagues, and enjoying himself. Thank you.
I had to ask Dr. Herrera not to call the police because I thought I was being threatened by an old friend of yours named Damien Trujillo. Because he threatened to tell all kinds of stories about me. And I want you to know that none of them are true. As I listen to all of the things that people have talked about, and that, seeing this fantastic event, and more importantly, the people who are putting it together and doing it, I want to congratulate you. 40 years ago, we were talking about doing things, and what could be things that we might be able to contribute. And the only thing we kept hearing from people was, that's impossible. You're not going to be able to do these things. My compadre who is not here today, and I want to thank him and let you know that Humberto Garza, who has worked very closely with me for so many years, turned and said to one of them, he said, the only thing that's impossible is what we haven't done yet. So this, in my mind was almost impossible. And it's a fantastic thing, and you've done it. You've done it. It's a real privilege to be able to see and meet people that I knew, in the classroom. I hadn't expected to see you anymore after I kicked you out of my class. But it's a real privilege, and it's a real privilege to be able to see people that I worked with. And we did the impossible without knowing what it was. And so, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for this fantastic event. Thank you for giving me a picture. A picture of what is, what can be, and what might be. I remember reading when I first started going to classes after taking all the bonehead classes at San Jose City College. When I came back from the military, I read Don Quixote de la Mancha by Miguel Cervantes, and he had a line there where his character, Don Quixote, was being challenged about who he was, and because you're sick. And he finally turns around and he says to Don Sansón Carrasco, he says, I know who I am and who I might be if I choose. We've chosen. Thank you.
Next up, we have Victor Garza, who has been a longtime advocate for La Raza in Santa Clara Valley. He organized and chaired the La Raza Roundtable, which included multiple community and nonprofit organizations. Mr. Garza developed a well-earned reputation for his tough and relentless advocacy for the Latino community, so much so that we are going to him today. Gente, un aplauso for the legacy of Victor Garza.
Muchas gracias. It is truly an honor to be here amongst all of you, because to me, the heroes were not only the 6 people that are being honored today, but all of you. We are a reflection of you. We, the people who are being honored today, from my perspective, are people that have learned from all of you. People that have listened to all of you. And your guidance and your support has been outstanding. A reflection of that is here today. You're all here, and we're here because of you. If it wasn't for all of you, we wouldn't be here. There wouldn't be no Victors, and there wouldn't be no Carrasco, there wouldn't be no Anejos, Blancas. We're here because of you. You're the one who made us. And we need to respect that. And we need to work hard. In fact, earlier today, I had a meeting with 2 very, very key people that are in this room, and I'm not going to mention no names, of work that we need to do as soon as possible in the county of Santa Clara. And we're going to start having meetings. I already talked to them. They agreed to meet. And we're going to be doing some work that I'm going to be asking each and every one of you to please support, because it's good for our community, it's good for the whole community, not only for Hispanics or Asians or Blacks, it's for everyone in this community. We all benefit out of the work that we all put together, but we need to work together. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. God bless you. Y Dios los bendiga donde quiera que anden.
Paulina was in the room, Adalina was in the room, Juvenile Justice Center Reform was in the room, full house. The work continues. The Honorable Catherine Lucero, a daughter of farm workers, a former Santa Clara County Superior Court judge. Her work has led to a statewide position as Director of the Office of Youth and Community Restoration, and the work continues. The Honorable Catherine Lucero.
This incredible and unexpected recognition tonight, alongside the incredible recipients, Blanca Alvarado, who my life intersected with many times when I would go to her. I came from Yolo County out of law school. I was hired by Joan Gallo to work as the city attorney. La Raza lawyers embraced me. I took a leadership class. Timoteo Vasquez had a leadership class called Leadership Institute for Diversity. Because when I got here, you guys, I felt so awkward. I felt so, this was a big city, okay? I was from Yolo County. And I went through a 12-week class, and I got a certificate, and I still have it. And every time I had any self-doubt, I would look and I'd say, I graduated from the Leadership Institute for Diversity. I can do anything. And it's true what Victor said, that I am you. When I speak from my current position with the Office of Youth and Community Restoration, when I was speaking as a judge, when I am you. I am here because of you. Tom Spielbauer was the president of La Raza Lawyers when I was first here, and he and George Kennedy made a deal that if La Raza supported him in his election, that George Kennedy would hire the first qualified Latino that La Raza Lawyers gave him. And they put me up. And yeah, and I was brand new. I was brand new, fresh out of the bar. And by the way, my daughter Margaret, please stand up, Margaret. She's here. She's a criminal defense attorney here in Santa Clara County now. So Tom Spielbauer, I'm on my way to my interview, and he doesn't say, oh, you're gonna do really well, and you got this. He says, do not F this up. You know, I say all of that because one of the things that Mother Teresa also says is that the greatest sin is that we have forgotten that we belong to each other. But you guys, you haven't forgotten that. Because you take young professionals like I was, and you embraced me. You gave me tough love. You taught me how to act right. Sal Alvarez took a bus up to Sacramento, sat in a bus full of elderly women. He said something else, but a bus full of elderly women. They sat inside Burt Hines' office, the governor's secretary, appointment secretary, and they wouldn't leave until they gave me an appointment so that I could be interviewed to become a judge. So it's true that we are each other. And I do stand on the shoulders of giants. And everything that I aspire for families and children and youth, that no youth is thrown away, that no child or youth who violates the law, no matter how bad it was, is assumed for all time to be an outsider, to be stigmatized. I stand for that because of you. Come on. And so anyway, I could go on and on, as you can tell. I'm going to say hello. I get to shake hands with my good friend Cindy Chavez and Dave Cortese. And you know what? We belong to each other, no matter what our role is and where we are. And that's how I can do this work. Thank you for giving me my rewarding, beautiful, blessed life. Peace.
I think it's different when it's like, yes. It's just stand all by itself.